My name is Gui Kang En. You can call me Miss Gui or Wei Lao Shi. Today, I'm going to share about part 1 of English paper 1 for Form 4. Okay, so let's start with what is this part about. So in part 1 of paper 1, reading and the use of English, there will be a total of 8 multiple choice questions. As you can see here, 8 multiple choice questions, and it is based on the reading material of up to 90 words. So this part is actually very similar to what you have in UASA Form 3 English paper part 1. You have 8 multiple choice questions in this part. Okay, the difference is that this time you will have the reading material of up to 90 words. So each question is followed by a 3-option multiple choice item. So this part actually tests your reading and comprehension skills. Okay, let's see what are the tips and techniques that we should take note in answering this part of questions. First, you need to study the stimulus. Study the stimulus carefully and pay attention to all the information provided. Next, read the questions to understand what is asked. You need to identify the keywords that can guide your understanding. Alright, after that, what you need to do is to go through all the options given. Okay, and you need to check each option against the information given. Yes, after you go through, you need to check the option against the information given one by one, and you eliminate the answers that are clearly incorrect. Alright, so these are the tips and techniques that we need to take note so that we can answer this part easily. Alright, let me show you what are the text type that will be tested, that will be coming out in this part of paper. Alright, we use a method of reading which is called skimming. So you can skim through the stimulus that is provided to see what are the text types. Okay, the example of text types are signs and notices, labels and leaflets, advertisements, newspaper reports, comic strips like conversation between 2% or 3%, for example, and then emails and messages, or it could be instructions or manuals. Alright, so let's take this on by practicing it. Okay, the first question, the 15th International Book Fair. The date, the venue is the location. So it says we are giving away prizes to all Page 1 Books contest winners since January. Don't miss out our other events. There will be poetry recital, storytelling, elocution contest, and many more. So Page 1 Books proudly brings you the event we have been waiting for. So buy amazing reads from as low as 10 ringgit. And it says that gift gala for new subscribers. Every goodie bag includes free Page 1 Books t-shirt, free passes to visit theme park, stationery, and many more. So it says see you there, an event not to be missed. So the question is asking the main purpose of the poster. So I usually will advise you to take out a pen or a highlighter to highlight what is the things that this question is asking about. So let's go through each option. Invite students to come to the International Book Fair. Alright, this could be encourage students to participate in a contest. Is it? Are they actually is this stimulus actually encourage the students to participate in a contest? Not really actually, right? C, inform students to collect their goodie bags. This is not as well. So B and C can be crossed out, can be eliminated, right? Then we left A, and we check again. Is it correct? Okay, so you can see this is a book fair title, the date, the venue, and it says proudly brings you the event you have been waiting for. So it's actually invite the students to come to the International Book Fair. Yes, so the answer is A. Okay, let's move on to question 2. Pantai Reboot, sorry. So if you skim through, you will know that this is the format of a newspaper report. It starts with a location. Yes. So what it says here, the municipal council authorized the capture of rats around the coastal esplanade along Persiaran Besar, a popular street food area. Alright, so probably there'll be a few words that you don't know. No worries, let me explain to you. So municipal council is actually 市政当局. So they are the group of people who takes care of the town, for example. Alright, so it is called 市政当局. So let me write down the meaning here. Remember to take note, yeah? Municipal council, 市政当局. So they authorized the capture of rats around the coastal esplanade along this route, Persiaran Besar. So what is esplanade? Esplanade is actually an open space and is usually along the route. Alright, so it's actually called 滨海大道. It's either 大道或者是滨海大道 means 它旁边是有河或者是有海的。Okay, so 他说 Persiaran Besar is a popular street food area, which means this place sells street food. So this came about in light of complaints by patrons who dine along the esplanade. So it says that how is this complaint comes about? It's actually by patrons. Patrons is actually customer who frequently visit the stall. So they are the 顾客 they are the 老顾客 老顾客叫 patrons. Alright? So they dine along the esplanade and the rats were becoming a nuisance. Yes, it becomes a thing that make people annoy. So nuisance 是什么 ？nuisance 就是恼人的事物，或者是恼人的人呐。Okay, it's something or someone that annoys you or causes trouble for you. 恼人的事物或者是人。Okay, alright, next one. They were considered unhygienic due to their scavenging activities. So the rats here were considered unhygienic, not clean. Unhygienic 不卫生。不卫生的 Why? 为什么 It's because it's due to their scavenging activities. What is scavenging activities? Scavenging means they actually look or get food in other people's rubbish. 也就是说，这些老鼠呢，因为他们的这一个活动，他们是从废弃物中去寻找食物的，就是因为这个活动，他们这样子做，所以其实是很不卫生的。So even the restaurants nearby， 附近的餐厅呢，也都被这些 rodents 给 harassed， 被这些 rodents 给骚扰 ，harass。是骚扰 ，OK？ So rodents 其实是啮齿动物，啮齿动物就很像兔子啊、老鼠啊，这一些都是 rodents animal，OK？ They are rodents. So the area was infested with rats due to irresponsible citizens who littered indiscriminately. 他说这个地方呢，也是被这些老鼠给弄到，给他被怎么说？被他们住 ，OK？ 被他们居住，是因为那边的居民呢，那边的人呢，也很不负责任，到处丢垃圾。Again, litter means 到处丢垃圾。So the question asks about which of the following statements best describes the news report? Is it A, the dirty conditions of the esplanade? Could be, very likely. B, the capture of rats along the esplanade. Does this news report talk about the capture of the rats? Or is it focusing on the dirty conditions? C, the role of the municipal council authorities. Does this newspaper report focus on the role of municipal council? No, right? So C can be eliminated. And how about, is it A or B? This news report didn't talk much about the capture. Instead, it focused on the dirty conditions of the esplanade. So the answer should be A. Alright, the answer should be A. Okay, let's move on. Question number 3. Clearance sale. Lock, stock and barrel. Shop to relocate soon. So they have this clearance sale. It's because they are going to relocate very soon. 他们因为搬迁，所以有这个清仓大促销。Only cash accepted. 只有现金会被接受。So it says all imported merchandise, greeting cards, gifts, soft toys, Korean wrappers, Japanese pressed flowers. So 这些是引进的。Okay, 被进口的一些物件。And then reading materials, what do they have? Sports, general interest, recipe books, education, languages, dictionaries. Merchandise display fixtures. It could be metal, rotating spinners, wooden card fixtures, paper, promotion shelves. So it says, please make an appointment with us if you are interested to buy. So you can call or visit the website. In order to go to the sale, potential buyers. Potential buyers means 潜在的买家 means you are interested in buying. So if you are interested in buying, what you need to do? Can walk in anytime? Is it? No, because it says you need to make an appointment, right? If you're interested to buy, you need to make an appointment. B, should call to make an appointment. This is more likely, right? And C, need to email the seller for approval. No, this text doesn't talk about this, so we can eliminate it. So the answer left, B. B is the correct answer. Alright, number 4, be the first to read. Here is an opportunity not to be missed. Stand a chance to be one of the first to read the Trail Chronicles for free before it is available to the public in all bus bookstores nationwide. 15 novels will be given away for free to readers at all bus bookstores. So 这里上面其实讲的东西是跟什么有关？他说这里有一个你不能错过的机会。他说 stand a chance, okay, 成为那一个有机会第一个读这一本书 for free 的。before 这本书是公开给大众去买所以你怎么样有机会成为那第一个在 bus bookstores nationwide means 全国 nationwide means 全国性的 so 50 novels will be given away for free to readers at all bus bookstores 他说50本小说会被送出去 OK so 他这里有写 cut out this coupon and exchange it at any bus bookstores on 18 June before 2。他说你可以把这个顾本呢剪下来，然后你可以在 bus bookstores 这边去 exchange 做一个交换。OK， 你几时可以去？6月18 before 2点。OK，only original coupons are accepted。So 只有正版的顾本呢会被接受。So no copies of the coupons are allowed。复印版的顾本呢是不被接受的。OK，while stock lasts， 就是说越快越好咯，甚至就是有存货才行咯。如果没有存货，他们也给不到你这样子。So from the advertisement we know that， OK， 从这个广告我们得知什么？我们得知是 A 吗 ？Interested is it A？ Interested readers can exchange the free novel with a photocopy coupon。他说有兴趣的读者可以换到这张或者是换到这本免费的小说，用着影印过的顾本。No right？ 答案是不是的。OK， 影印过的是不可以被接受的，答案就在这边有提到。B The Trail Chronicles novel will be sold to the public on 18 June。他说这本小说会在6月18号售卖给大众，有吗？其实他没有特地这样子去讲哦。不过不用紧，我们先去看 C。Bus Bookstore is giving away 50 novels for free nationwide。他说 Bus Bookstore 呢，这个书店会给出50本 free 的小说给全国。This sounds more like it, right? Because here it mentions 50 novels will be given away for free. Alright, so the answer is C. Alright, good job. Next, number 5. Time spent working on online English modules. So note that here's a note, and this is a pie chart. So this is a chart or a graph. This is actually a chart, a pie chart. So here it labeled 50 to 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, 45 to 30 minutes, more than 60 minutes, or less than 50 minutes. The note says time spent working on each module is 7 minutes 6 seconds. Average time spent working on the modules 35 minutes. So the online English module has 5 modules. So for each is 7 minutes 6 seconds, and average time spent is 35 minutes. So what can we conclude from the statistic? A. An average student finds it easy to work on the modules. Is it? Actually, it didn't really disclose about this, right? Let's put it aside first. Let's look at B. The maximum time spent working on the modules is an hour. It says maximum time spent working on a module is an hour. This is actually not correct because here it says more than 60 minutes means there are people actually spend more than 1 hour. So it's not maximum. So B is out. C. The majority spent at least 15 minutes working on the modules. Majority means most of it, means 大部分。So is it correct? 对吗？大部分的人 spend at least 15 minutes working on the modules. So this is the majority, right? 15 to 30 minutes, spend at least 15 minutes. Yes. So the answer is C. Alright, let's move on. Number 6. The number of tuberculosis, TB, cases may have declined over the years, but we should not let our guard down. Okay, what is TB? TB is a disease caused by this bacteria. This bacteria is called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So it says, did you know TB usually attacks the lungs? Second, TB also damages other parts of the body. And TB spreads through air when a person who has TB coughs, sneezes, or talks. So it can actually spread through air. So who should receive a vaccine for TB? Babies up to 1 year old, children in year 1 with no TB vaccination scar. Take care, be healthy, together we can eradicate TB. The main purpose of the advertisement is to, is it A? Advise all parents to have their TB vaccination. All parents? Is it? Here it talks about babies and children, but didn't really talk about parents. So this is most likely out. Explain that vaccination can prevent the spread of TB. Does it actually explain vaccination can prevent? It didn't really explain, right? Let's put it aside. C. Inform the public that TB is no longer the main concern Inform the public that TB is no longer the main concern today. Is it? No, we should not let our guard down, right? So C is out as well. So the answer is B. Explain that vaccine can prevent the spread. Yes, because here it talks about receive a vaccine for TB. Okay, cool. Next, number 7. This looks like a blog, right? When we skim through, you look at the format. It looks more like a blog because there's date here and there is my profile. Okay, so let's dive deeper into the text. Hiking is my favorite pastime. Okay, being an experienced hiker, I have never once expected a mishap would happen. Mishap means 不幸的事情发生了。Call it my unlucky day or just mere carelessness. 他说，你可以说是不幸的一天，或者是你可以讲这是一个粗心的事情啦。Perhaps I was just being stubborn. 或许我其实固执。Well, on that fateful day, 在那一天 I wanted to hike up a small hill near my home. My mom was against it as it had rained earlier and the track would be slippery. 所以这个作者其实是想要爬上这个小山的，可是他的母亲同意吗？不同意，因为这里他说 against it， 然后后面他解释为什么他反对的原因是因为早前其实下了雨，然后那一个你爬上去的道会很滑， would be slippery， 有可能会很滑。But I told my mom not to worry， 作者坚决，而且他跟他的母亲说别担心 ，That was a big mistake， 这是一个巨大的错误。I had hiked not even 50 meters when I slipped， 他爬不到50米的时候他就滑倒了，他跌倒 fell and I sprained my ankle and had bruises on my legs and hands， 他扭到了他的脚踝，然后有淤青在他的手和脚。My worst nightmare came true， 那噩梦真的来了。So there was no one around， 周围一个人都没有。I had to shout for help for almost 30 minutes。他其实他怎样？他就喊哦，他喊救命，他喊多久？他喊接近30分钟。Before another hiker came， 他喊了大概30分钟 before 下一个爬山的人来到。So he took me to a nearby clinic for treatment. I certainly learned a lesson on that day。所以那个好心人把他带去邻近的诊所。然后他也学到了一个教训。So the writer's mother advised him not to hike on that day because what? The answer is from this sentence. As it had rained earlier. Let me change the color. Let me use highlighter instead. As it had rained earlier, track would be slippery. So let's look at the answer A. It would be his worst nightmare. There would be no one hiking at that time. No. It could be dangerous as it had rained earlier. Yes, correct. The answer is C. It matches what is written here in the text. A and B is not written in the text. Alright, last question. Shah Alam. There has been a total of 23 bullying cases recorded in secondary schools and 4 in primary schools throughout the state this year. So this is actually a newspaper report. How do I know? How do we know? By looking at the location that is stated at the beginning of the text. So it says there has been a total of 23 bullying cases throughout the state this year. This involved physical as well as verbal bullying. To address this problem, an anti-bullying campaign at an auditorium was launched. The campaign was aimed at raising awareness of bullying cases in both public and private schools. Alright, the word this in the extract refers to, so refer this word and you look back at that in the text. To address this problem, what does this word this refers to? You need to refer back. What is the sentence before it? This involves physical as well as verbal bullying. So it is actually talking about the bullying cases, right? So the problem is the physical and verbal bullying cases in schools. Most probably this is true. This might be the answer, right? B. The launch of the anti-bullying campaign. No, because this is a problem. It's not talking about the anti-bullying campaign, which is mentioned after the word. So B probably is wrong. How about C? Creating awareness of bullying in schools. It's not creating awareness because this is talking about what has happened, right? So out of these 3, C is not correct. B is also incorrect. So the answer is A. Alright, thank you so much for listening. Have a good day. Bye.